Jesus said, "If anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me." To be a Christian is not about attending and assembling. To be a Christian is about surrendering and following, which is about being a disciple, a Christ follower. There's an abundance of church-goers in the world. There are fewer Christ followers. Discipleship begins with a decision to follow in Jesus' steps, not to join a church. We can attend church services our entire lives and never become His disciples. On the other hand, if we become followers of Jesus, the essence of discipleship, we will become His church. To take that first step with Jesus demands humility. Surrendering is all about laying down our pride and taking up His cross. The cross is where our will intersects God's will and His prevails. Jesus modeled it in Gethsemane, where in an agony that was already beginning to drain the life out of Him, asked His Father if there was another way besides the cross. There was not. God's will was the cross, and Jesus humbly, fully embraced it. Dietrich Bonhoeffer said, "When Christ calls a man, He bids him come and die." When we practice the ministry of discipleship, we are modeling to others what this looks like in the details of our daily lives, and we are calling them to imitate our example. Our relationship with Jesus is defined and refined by our love for Him. It's why Jesus said, "If you love me, you will keep my commands." Disciples love Jesus. They love Him because they have been touched in the deep places of their hearts by His love for them. Discipleship doesn't spring out of duty or adhering to a code of conduct. It is the fruit of devotion conceived in the union of our heart with His. He is perfecting our love through His perfect love as we imitate Him. Walking in obedience to His commands is proof of our discipleship and carries a guarantee of liberating truth. Discipleship begins with evangelism and continues for a lifetime after conversion. It is a lifelong relationship with Jesus that gradually transforms us more and more into His likeness. Like all living things, growth is to be expected and pursued. Jesus said, "A disciple is not above his teacher, but everyone, when he is fully trained, will be like his teacher." This lifetime is our training ground. There is no "I have arrived" moment here. That moment will be there when we finally see Him face to face. Holding tightly to this simple truth will guard our hearts from the blinding power of our pride and will ensure we step across the threshold of mortality into His presence. Until then, every step closer is a step towards maturity, a maturity worth duplicating again and again.